Okay, back on the other side, talking week 8 slate. Danny had yet another solid week. I mean, the hits just keep on coming. The guy went 10-4, bringing his season total up to 63, 44-1. He still leads the show. He's among the league leaders nationally. I know I keep saying this, but I have these like CBS sports sites that I check and these NFL.com people that I follow. This is not against the spread. They just pick these games straight up, and that's what the number reflects.
Danny, have you been making any money off of this year?
Absolutely not.
Damn.
I got really close in a pick'em league to winning the $50. As I said earlier, I got fucked in that scenario, but it's just a useless skill that I have, being able to pick this year's picks, not against the spread. And turns out you can't even win money even if you try to bet the money line on things.
Yeah, so you're basically 20 games over 500, which, it's so crazy because when you remove the spread, I always feel like, oh, this should be so much easier. We're just picking who you think's going to win. It still shows how difficult it is to predict the NFL results from week to week. And
well, you were right there behind me in this week's picks, but for your bias against the NFC East, which doomed you yet again.
I know
you picked the burger game. I mean, that could have been a huge pick for you. You picked the Bucks to lose. You picked the fucking, what was the other? Oh, the Commanders.
Commanders.
I went on an anti-Pack rant last week. I can't stand that team. I think it's fallen apart. It reminds me of just like that Bucks team, which is why I also picked against them. I got some curveballs this week as well. Luckily for that 2+40 burger, I got to tie you on the weeks, but I didn't gain any ground. So I'm at 59, 48-1. Jamel went 8-6 on the week, bring his total up to 53, 54-1. You were net positive, Jamel. Yeah, it looked like it was a pretty terrible week, but you did.
Came around the river bend. I regret not picking the Bears. I definitely had I could feel my semen tingling. And I just didn't listen because I was like, I'm not listening to my balls, man. But I should have.
Isn't that, I guess in the 80s, they would have told you should always listen to your balls. But now, we're sophisticated now. People, we don't go with our gut or our nuts. It's just all brain-led actions. It's pretty gross. You got to trust your nut sometimes.
Yeah. We're men, damn it.
This is a football podcast.
Oh my God.
Hey, two teams are on bye week. Chiefs and Chargers, AFC West, half of them get a break. Danny, what does this open up your you got a nice Halloween weekend bye week. It's kind of a sweet spot.
I got invited to a pumpkin carving event on Sunday that I said, you know what? I will go to that. If it's after the early games, I will go. So 2:00 on Sunday, instead of having to feel stressed and needing to be stapled to my couch, I'm actually going to be doing something fun and Halloween related.
It's basically halfway through. You got the nice bye. It's a little early for a bye. You like them when they're later, but going into the bye, how are you feeling about this Chiefs season? Is it just kind of let's get to the playoffs and see what we really are? Same old Chiefs?
Yeah, the playoffs, that's what's important. We're going to make the playoffs easily. We're going to win the West. It's all done, and all we need to do is go through the formality of playing teams like the Jaguars and the Texans and the Broncos twice. I mean, this is over. So, yeah, let's see who we're playing. I hope it's the Dolphins, honestly. Get the Dolphins in there.
The formalities. I like that. And then, so for the Chargers, I think they're really bad. I don't understand. I think they're just injured. I can't tell what the hell's. I mean, they're a cursed franchise. Jamel, as like I guess your third favorite team might be the Chargers. I was just doing the math. As our resident Chargers fan, check in for them.
I mean, they never should have fired the black dude. That's how I feel.
Okay. Thursday night football, Ravens at Bucks. Pretty good one. The Tom Brady apocalypse shit is really starting to happen. You can feel the wheels coming off. It's getting fun. And
God.
The Ravens are just the team to just fucking snip the brake line. Let's just keep it going. Bury him.
Well, that's not what the Ravens do, is the problem. They play
They go up by
everybody
10.
close. They go up, they fall apart in some way, and then they have to either redeem themselves or not. Look, nobody wants this Tom Brady experiment to be over more than I do. But I just don't know if the Ravens are the ones to take the opportunity. His neck is on the curb. It's over. Or his mouth, that's whichever way you like to do it. There's an East Coast and a West Coast style.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's there. It's there. It's got to happen. Is Lamar Jackson the guy to do it? Does he have that cold-blooded snake in him?
I mean, beating the Bucks will make everyone forget about the rocky start to the Ravens season. Playing on Thursday is the biggest concern for me in terms of the Ravens' success, but I'm still riding with my guy. Go Craisins.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Ravens as well. I think Lamar's been really good. I even soured on him again in that Giants game because I watched the wheels come off for the Ravens. Like, that's just what they do. But he's been really good this season, and they don't have a number one receiver. They play like fucking 3 tight end sets, and he's still throwing a bunch of touchdowns, so he's fine. Danny, who you got?
Maybe it's just my balls speaking.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's my Jewish fear of things not turning out okay in the end. But I don't think Tom Brady is dead. I don't think he'll let himself die. He destroyed his life for this. Give me the Bucks.
Woo!
Let's head to Sunday early games. This is why Danny is staying home. Broncos at Jags. Danny has to monitor his AFC West opponents. Is this still ripping? Is he letting it rip?
Probably. I mean, what's wrong with Russell's shoulder? It's like a grade 2 sprain or something. Then he's got a hamstring. Like, now they're giving him a little time to think about it, even if he is better, because he's been terrible. The coach is an idiot. I'm not waking up at 6:30 for this one, because that's what it is in LA time, people. 6:30 in the morning to watch a Wembley game. It's unreasonable, even in the best of times. And watching the Jags beat up on the shitty ass Brett Rippon Broncos is the worst of times. By the way, that's an English reference, because it's
Dickens. We know.
It's Dickens, baby.
That's good shit, Danny. I liked it. I was with it the whole time. I'm picking the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags run London. Let's have tea and biscuits.
And Danny, you're picking the Jags as well, yeah?
I'm picking the Jags in it.
Is this the last London game this season? I think it is.
Forever? Hopefully, yes.
No. I think we have a Germany game coming up, which is going to be really fun the week after this. They're sending Aaron Rodgers to Germany. We'll cover that next week.
Well, that's good because he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
First podcast to say it.
Panthers at Falcons. The Panthers showed some life last week. That's the thing, Danny, is when you see Tom Brady on the other side, it stirs something in you. You want to play a little bit harder. So I don't see the Panthers mustering up that type of hateful, spiteful spirit again. So I'm picking the Falcons, who are pretty good.
Here's my question about the Falcons. Are they? They take these losses. I mean, they beat the Niners pretty handily, but it was with like a Niners defense, as we also discussed earlier, that was very wounded and kind of made it look like, all these games where we were competitive, turns out we actually can beat people. And then they put out a stinky egg this weekend And, what are you going to say? The Panthers are revitalized. My man DJ Moore, who I'm starting in fantasy this week because I have to, is going to go off. Give me the Panthers.
Oof. I mean, I just think the Bengals got some stuff figured out. You know what I'm saying? I think Jamar Chase, once he got his baby mama issues resolved, he's clearly playing good. I got to go with the Falcons, man. Fuck that.
No Christian McCaffrey. No coach. These are the things that get guys amped
Going
to play.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Bears at Cowboys. I don't know. Dak's back, I guess.
How is this not a one-sentence game?
It is a one-sentence game. And I'm finally going to cave. I'm picking the Cowboys in this game. I don't buy that Bears bullshit. I never bought the Patriots bullshit. So in order to try and beat Danny, I have to say the Cowboys will win this game.
I mean, the Cowboys are going to win because they win at home. It's pretty simple.
I just feel like I need to for the first time, I need to put a reversal on this one sentence game. These are two at least 500 teams. Are the Bears 3-4 or 4-3?
I think they're 3-4.
3-4, I believe.
All right, so they're not. But the Bears showed something. They've got a defense and all that. The Cowboys, who knows what they're going to be with Dak? This is more interesting than a one sentence game should be.
Okay.
Give me the Cowboys, though.
Yeah.
Here's a real one sentence game. Dolphins at Lions. Should we just put the Lions in one sentence hell for the rest of the season? I'm done with this team.
I'm never picking this team again. In the history of this program, as long as we do this show, whether it's in person, Zoom, Schwencaster, whatever the fuck you want to do it on, I'm never picking the Lions again. They were in the game the whole way. 4 turnovers in the second half. All you have to do is not lose the ball. They didn't even need to score.
I just don't understand. I don't understand it. From watching Hard Knocks, it felt like it was all there. What other way does a coach need to coach? Like, I understand, like, a guy like Hugh Jackson looked like an asshole from jump, and he just looked like a clown and didn't have command of that organization. I feel like people like Dan Campbell. I thought he was like run through the wall kind of guy. And then turns out that's not enough. So what is a coach supposed to be like? Andy Reid, I don't know. He's like a fun fat dude. Is that the key? Do you have to be kind of a fun fat guy?
It helps.
Then why do people keep hiring these tiny analytics guys?
You know what? There was a quote from Coach Campbell earlier this season that maybe we should have paid more attention to. He said he fell over backwards in his chair drunk in the second half of the Monday Night Football games. He couldn't take notes anymore. He woke up. He couldn't read his notes. But hey, I'm back in the building this morning. I took some aspirin. We're good. So that is how he's spending his time, is passing out drunk during the season. So Dan Campbell kind of was cueing into maybe he's not taking this so seriously, or he's not the man for the job.
I mean, they've tried everything. They tried good coaches. They tried smart coaches. They tried mean coaches. They've tried dumb coaches. Now they have a coach that's basically a Saint Bernard.
Which is why I'm picking the Lions. Call it a gut thing.
Oh, my God.
They're at home. They play better at home. And it's just what we talked about leading into this week. Dumb shit happens every week. Why couldn't this be the dumb shit game?
Look, Tua is definitely not a winner, but he wins. It's weird how many games this guy wins for being the least winningest quarterback in the league. Somehow he's going to get it done with a really bad Lions defense and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle like flying around doing that. This is going to be some week 1 Tua shit. Give me the Dolphins.
Okay. I'm picking a tie.
You're doing it?
Oh, well, the way to get back in.
Because this is two fucked up objects meeting each other.
You think
Tua died in front of our eyes, man? Nah, this feels like a tie to me.
Has a lion ever seen a dolphin in the animal kingdom? Do you think that's ever happened in that interaction?
Well, not since back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, back when there was Pangea and it was all one landmass.
Exactly, and they used to run into each other all the time, and then some shit happened, and some things went down in front of the Pangea liquor store, and now they don't fuck with each other.
That's how the continents were formed.
Yeah, Pangea liquors. There used to be gang violence.
There's still gang violence. What does a tie get you, Jamel? Is this +5? It's not +2. +3? Where are we at, Danny?
What are we saying?
Let's call it an even 3.
Okay.
Cool.
That's a +3 if he gets that. I mean, that's the hardest thing you could possibly call.
It's a tough call. It might have been 5.
Listen, of course I'm lobbying for 5.
I'm going to go 4. We're going to bump it up to 4. I think
feels good to me.
You were so close earlier that if you get this one,
come on.
Extra.
I was on the doorstep of a tie.
Cardinals at Vikings. Kyler Murray has DeAndre Hopkins back. Were we too quick to rush to how terrible this Cardinals team is? I know, Dan, you guys whipped their ass. We escaped them. But Hopkins is a legit number 1 receiver. So I think this game's closer than it looks on paper, or however you might think of it.
I would say this is the Vikings' biggest test in the Perp Cousins era. They win this game, I'll actually think they were a real contender, at least to lose the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're a contender to win it, obviously, but they're a contender for the NFC Championship game. They win this one.
How is this their biggest challenge? And the Cardinals are coming to town. It's a home game for Minnesota.
Nah, man, because the Vikings suck, man.
They're like 6-1.
Winning this game goes against their nature in every way.
I agree with that. I very much agree with that.
So they win this game. It's kind of like, oh damn, this team could just win games. It's not accidental.
Danny, what's your read on this game?
I don't know. It's actually it's one of those pairings of teams that seems to go either way in your mind. I don't know what the record is, and I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to look up the last
don't do that.
few meetings. I'm going with my balls on this one, and I'm saying they play it tight, and it's a high-scoring affair, and both sides are more healthy than they have been. It all comes down to likability. Do you like Kirk Cousins more? Or Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, kind of the petulant sort of millennial or Gen Z baby type. That's the framing. Kirk Cousins, psycho, anti-masker, religious nut. I'm going with the scary religious guy every time.
Yeah, having God on your side can not only win you games, but also get you out of prison. Vikings.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the Cardinals here. They play in a dome. I don't think there's some huge home field advantage for the Vikings. I do think everything you guys said is valid, but I like this Hopkins thing. He has a lot to prove.
Hardly any of it is valid.
Yeah. I don't know shit, dude. I don't know anything.
Cardinals. Moving on. Raiders at Saints. Dennis Allen revenge game. That's my angle for this game. So I'm taking the Raiders. He's going to lose.
Raiders too.
I also like the Raiders. The Saints that's not happening anymore.
No, it's wobbly. Yeah.
And we own their first round draft pick. So the more the Saints lose, the more the Eagles win, bringing us to Steelers at Eagles. Eagles have returned from their bye week. To just open arms. We're fucking throwing rose petals at this team. It's just a thing of beauty to watch these guys take the field, let alone march down the field and score whenever the hell they want in the second quarter. I'm picking the Eagles. Welcome home. Welcome back.
Is there a Steagles joke somewhere that we can get to?
Somewhere.
These two teams have been playing each other since before minorities had rights. I'm tired of it.
They joined forces, so to further that cause.
I'm picking the Eagles because it's just what's going to happen. But I would like the state of Pennsylvania removed from the union.
Strong words. I know it's been a hard time for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just say the Eagles because it's obvious. But your time will come.
Not this week. Okay, Patriots at Jets. Guys, a couple weeks ago, we said I have to bring it up. We said Zach Wilson's storyline could be the MILF Hunter returns, the Jets go on a run, and it's exactly what's happened. It's insane. The Jets are 5-2.
Yeah.
Losing Breece Hall, though.
Yeah.
At what cost, though?
That sucks, man.
Yeah, the only thing that isn't going right for the Jets is Zach Wilson.
He's been fine.
He's been
bad to fine.
Aggressively fine, and in a bad way. You're right. I think it's tough because, the Patriots are in their own kind of death spiral where who knew that Mac wouldn't even last one season? He was talk of the town, Mac tonight. Now that
you were the only one saying that.
You love hyping a horrible
you were the only one.
Our long night is over. It is no longer Mac tonight. It is Mac never. It is Mac when Bailey Zappi gets hurt. And that's a whole weird thing. So I guess because the Jets defense is a little good, I guess give me the Jets.
What happened on Monday Night Football where the fans were chanting for Zappi? Like, was that a sarcastic thing? Did the fans give up on Mac Jones? Did Belichick give up on Mac Jones? Was it going to be they're going to rotate series with something I read as well? Like, what the fuck is going on? They drafted Mac. They traded up and drafted him with a first round pick in the top 15. Don't you have to let him? He was in the playoffs last year.
Look, this happens to quarterbacks sometimes. You just lose the crowd. It's like in ancient Rome. The thumb goes down. You don't know even what you did. This happened to your boy Carson Wentz in Philly. It's just all of a sudden, it's over. You're finished. Just like in Hollywood. One day, it's just your career is done. And you realize, like, looking back, oh, I guess that day was the last day of my career. Mm-hmm. You don't know when you're in it, but we do.
Yeah, just ask Finesse Mitchell.
Rough. So Jets for Danny.
Jamel, give me the Patriots, man.
This is like going to be the best Jets home crowd for I don't know how long. Like, they hate the Patriots more than any other team. So this is, the AFC East rivalry. I know the Bills removed. This is who the Jets hate.
And this is their best chance to win, but I'm still taking the Patriots. They just lost their starting running back.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Running back doesn't matter. I
think when you're playing the Patriots, you need a running back.
What does matter is quarterback, which the Patriots don't have, or they have two of them, which it means they have none. I don't know who their quarterback is. Bailey Zappi's not good. I don't know why I should trust him to win on the road. I'm taking the Jets.
All right, well, we need a palate cleanser after that. So let's do 2 one-sentence games in a row.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Quick.
Afternoon, Titans at Texans. Tighten up. Give me the Titans.
Tighten up.
That's gross. I can't believe the Titans' record's going to be pretty good.
They're going to be
survived
5-2.
That early season bullshit.
5-2.
Another shit fest that Carson Wentz luckily ducked. We were promised Wentz versus Ryan. We're not going to get it. It's Commanders at Colts.
I knew that there was no way he started this game. I might have even said it on the show preseason. There's no way he was going to make it to this game.
That's a great point. I mean, he isn't going to make the Philly game either. He's out for 6 weeks, so he doesn't have to go back to Indy or back to Philly. This is the Carson Wentz experience. The guy, come on. I'm picking the fucking Commanders. Yeah.
Again, I told Rachel Bonetta, to her extreme distaste, that Matt Ryan sucked. And I was absolutely right. That is documented proof. I have it written on the walls of my bedroom. I look at it every night. He sucks. I don't know how good Sam Ellinger is going to be, but I don't want to find out. Give me the great Taylor Heineke.
Oh, my God. Can the Commanders really win 3 games in a row?
We go on a run at some point every year just to give the fans enough hope to buy another hat.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
it's
is
just
that run.
This is that run. It's not real people, but Commanders.
Wearing a Commanders hat as we speak.
And a Bleep Words t-shirt. Throwback logo. Okay. Niners at Rams. Last Sunday late afternoon game. This is an NFC Championship rematch. The teams look the same, only they're both somehow much worse. I don't know.
Look,
Rams
Niners
coming off a bye.
Niners, you took one on the chin. Good on you. You're good guys.
There's no shame in losing to the
shame,
Chiefs. It happens to everybody.
No shame. It's the best. You got to love it. So you're going to bounce back this week. Your defense, they got embarrassed. Now they got to really right the ship. Everybody's going to be a week healthier. Give me the Niners to beat the shit out of the ever disintegrating Super Bowl hangover Rams.
McCaffrey debut?
And that...
His full debut, yes.
Yeah.
He was on the field a few snaps last week, and he wasn't fully ready.
Oh, he'll be ready.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
It's just the only thing that gives me pause here is the Rams coming off the bye. Like, this is their season, more or less. Like, you can't come off a bye at home playing your division rival for, I think, first place in the division, because this division sucks, and just lose, and basically your season's fucked. It's just like the last stand. This is the Rams' last stand. They're Super Bowl champ.
I know, and they're coming off a bye, which this team of old guys definitely needed a week off.
Put those nuts on the table, then.
I'm staying Niners. I don't care.
I'm going Rams. I don't want to. I hate that team. They're one of the least interesting teams to me in football. Despite winning the Super Bowl last year, there's just nothing fun about Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Is that fair?
Fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. Hey, let's go to... What are we going to? We got one more. Giants at Seahawks. Not that. So there is one more afternoon game. Excuse me. Giants at Seahawks. It's a long trip for the Giants. They have to go all the way west to Geno Smith's house, the house that Smith built. Oh, God. I don't know. You guys take this one. What do you see?
I don't know, man. I haven't watched a ton of Seahawks, but it does feel like this is the game where the Giants shit finally catches up with them. You know?
I don't know. It's gonna you know that like late game Seattle, like that you
Shit
switch
fest.
it to the channel and it's just a lot like dimmer and darker than the other game was. And it's just all ugly out there, and you're watching an ugly game, and it's like, 19-17 on the last possession, and the fucking Danny Dimes just got it again.
Those are the games the Giants win. Are those games?
Geno got him down to the 10. They missed a field goal or something on a wacky play. Giants come storming back. It's a 1-point game. That's what I envision here. Give me the Giants.
I also think the Seahawks are better on the road. Is that a thing? Am I making that up?
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I might be making that up. But
no DK Metcalf also.
Yeah. I'm going with the Seahawks, man. I like the Giants in the long term as well. I think they are one of the top 3 teams. If
top
not
3 teams
in the NFC. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
In the NFC.
Okay, I can accept that.
Yeah, damn. But
That was a wild statement.
This is their loss. I mean, in the NFC, they're not top 3. They're maybe top 5 in the league, like the 5th.
And now
still a little wild.
What you mean?
Now we really need to find out if Dan is going to eschew his NFC East bias.
No, I have to split hairs here and pick the Seahawks. I can't pick both the Cowboys and Giants when they both are going to lose this week, and then it just blows up in my face because I picked them.
It's going to hurt you.
Give me the Seahawks. Give me Geno Smith. Give me Petey Carroll. Sunday Night Football, Packers at Bills. The Packers lost. Aaron Rodgers laying on the field at the end of the game, just face down. I think he wanted to wait there till the fans left. I don't think he wanted to get up.
Never thought I'd see the day, man. I thought I would really be dead in the ground before the Packers lost to us in any capacity. Road, home, neutral site, Peach Bowl. Insane. I mean, I'm taking the Bills. I don't really have shit to say about the Packers. They are not fun to watch.
No. They stink.
Give me the Bills.
And whatever whale oil supplement that Joe Rogan is sending Aaron Rodgers to drink before game time is not working. All of his beliefs, the ayahuasca, all this stuff is not saving him. So it's all a bunch of quack bullshit.
Him reading 7th grade literature and going on Pat McAfee and talking about how fantastic it is.
You can't troll us.
Embarrassing shit.
If you don't have any power. And you're definitely going to get pantsed in front of the Bills.
In front of the world. It's Sunday Night Football. It's prime time. Chris Collinsworth is going to have to, hype up whatever terrible third string receiver that the fucking Packers have. It's going to be a nightmare.
God help us if they win.
Oh my God. There's no, it'd have to be a Josh Allen gets hurt game. I don't see any other way.
Even I don't want you to put that out into the world.
I'm putting it out.
Right,
I will guarantee a Bills win.
You did it.
And also, if Josh Allen plays the entire game, they cannot lose this game. Okay, Bengals at Browns, Monday Night Football. The battle for Ohio. The battle for really the question. This is preparing us for Thanksgiving. It's orange. It's brown. It's fall colors.
it's yams versus pumpkins. Who you got, man? Come on.
I got the Bengals. They're playing really well. I think they're pretty good. I think they're really good.
Yeah, Bengals. Seems like they got their act together.
Yep. Martha Stewart's Bengals.
It's great that it does seem like Deshaun Watson's going to return to a pretty bad Browns team. So it's just like, why even come back? Well, you're playing for next season reps. It's just going to be a bizarre situation. Okay, so that was the Week 8 slate. Let's move on to this week's mailbag. Every week, mail floods to the Sorry We Love Football headquarters, and we only read 3 pieces of them. We have so much leftover mail. Danny, do you have a piece of mail that you want to read?
I do, and I found it in a very odd place, the bottom of the bag. Hey guys, it's me again, Antonio Brown, Mr. Big Chest, and I'm a big fan of this show, which is why I wrote you 700 letters so I'd be guaranteed to get on and say what I want to say about the Jews.
Oh, man.
Thanks to Danny, Dan, and possibly Jamel, I've decided that the Jews are all right. And even though we share a bond, I need to denounce Kanye West for all the things he said about your people. Anti-Semitism can't be tolerated in today's society, lest it be allowed to flourish. It should be condemned in all its forms. We should stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters like I'm doing now. But guess who's not Jewish? Tom Brady. Fuck that motherfucker. Tom, I'm going to fuck your wife and eat your kids. You better keep eyes in the back of your head because I still have the gate and door codes to your house. And when your family comes home tonight, I'm going to be hiding in the laundry basket. Or am I? You won't know for sure until you get that call from the cops. Equality for all, peace and love to the Jewish community. Signed, Antonio Brown.
I love that letter. That's one of the greatest letters we've gotten. I agree with everything he said.
Sorry, we love football affecting hearts and minds.
Everyone's coming out in support. I love it.
Jamel had a great point the other day. We saw everybody posting the black squares with the what was the text in it? I stand with the Jewish people, I believe is what it said. And Jamel's observation was, remember when they posted the black squares after George Floyd? There were just no text. We didn't even get text.
We could have used some text too. That's all I'm saying. I like that y'all's got text. I just thought we could have also used some text.
The font was pretty sick too. It was kind of like angular.
It's just straightforward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bah.
Look, the white people who come up with these things can't be bothered to think about what exactly they want the style to be.
Well, I've got a letter.
Okay.
This comes to us from Sauce Gardner.
Oh, shit.
Sauce Gardner.
Hey, guys. Big fan of the show. I just wanted to come on your platform and share some of my thoughts on sauce. First things first, Tabasco, get it the fuck out of here. That is not sauce. That is hot water. Next thing I want to say is honey mustard, underutilized. And I know this because when it's good, it's at the top of its game. And when it's mediocre, it's dog shit. Anything other than Ken's Steakhouse honey mustard is unusable. Newman's Own, what are you guys even doing out there? If you're not going to take it seriously, don't try. You do so many other good salad dressings. There's no point to get into the honey mustard business. Just fucking around. This is serious business. We don't want it. We don't need it. Ranch, also overrated. For those who are anti-blue cheese, grow up. Become a man, like I have. NFL rookie, Sauce Gardner. I mean, Thank you so much.
You can like both ranch and blue cheese, I feel like.
I agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I don't understand, because you have to prefer one of them with certain food items, right? So you don't want to ever have a mix-up, and it's so easy to mix up.
If you got a big heaping plate of wings, and they said, we have blue cheese, but we don't have ranch, or we don't have ranch, but we have blue cheese, would you give a fuck?
I would, but you're right. I would trudge forward, and I would.
You would take it, and you would eat it. That's true.
I would take it.
There's a lot of mid ranches. I have a lot of respect for the Denny's ranch.
Yeah, definitely.
And not a lot of respect for a lot of other ranches.
I like a cold ranch. I don't like a room temp ranch. Give me a chilled.
I hate when you go to the pizza place in your town. You know, the mid-level pizza place. You know, the only pizza place that's open after midnight in your town, and they give you that ranch. They give you that sauce, and it's like it's only 2/3 full. It's like, dog, why? Am I not a patron? Am I not supporting your business, man? Why are y'all cutting corners on me?
Oh, thanks for writing in, Sauce. Great rookie campaign so far.
Yeah.
I have a letter here it's written from Matt Ryan's neck. Whoa. It just says, "Thank God, thank God, this is over. Thank you."
Big text.
It's very large text. He doesn't have much room for anything else. He just said, "Signed Matt Ryan's neck."
It's one of the great juicy targets in all of sports. Everybody wanted to take a whack at that thing.
I can't believe his last really moment was that Frank Clark called him a bad word or something. Right. That was his last moment in the league. That was it. That was the dying embers.
I thought you were going to say when he did the Tide commercial with Ice-T, but sure.
Did that happen?
Yes.
Jesus.
This is a season all about old people falling off a cliff and and making the horrible choice to continue on when they shouldn't have. And it's a lesson for America.
That is a lesson. You could campaign on that probably. That's my final thought this week. if I ever run for office, I'm just attacking old people. I know it's probably bad politics because that's your voting base, but that's what I would do. Engage the youth. Get the youth vote. Danny, final thoughts on the week.
I thought it was odd, I guess, that like Frank Clark gets a 2-game suspension for having guns like 2 years ago. Like, look, people should not have unregistered guns or whatever across state lines or whatever, except for football players. I think it's actually fine. They got everybody knows they're rich. It's like, yeah, of course you're going to need a fucking gun if you go to some of the places that you want to go to in life.
Yeah, ask Brian Robinson.
I mean, I bought my wife a knife to carry around in her purse. There's like all these places she can't even take a knife into. How's a girl supposed to protect herself?
Great question. What kind of knife? What type of knife you get her?
Oh, it's sweet. I don't know the exact make and model, but it's one of those, a nice flip knife. You flip it with your thumb, pops up.
Switchblade.
Oh, yeah.
Get away from me, rapist.
Yeah. And she's like,
carves a Z into him.
Does she do the 5-finger fillet? Does she ever do, have a couple drinks and put her hand on the table?
They won't even let you bring your knife into the bar anymore.
I know.
Sucks. My final thought is I finally got a peek at the numbers. Made Dan screenshot me the numbers.
Sure, he did.
September was our most listened to month.
Hell
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And I haven't even been doing the thing where I use my old phone to play episodes on mute. These are real natural numbers.
We're also on track to beat September as long as this show doesn't bomb horribly. We should be okay to have our new best month ever this October.
Yeah,
so, thank you for that.
Friends, tell your family, tell your fat uncles.
Yeah, merch on the way too.
Merch is on the way. The holidays are on the way. Our Thanksgiving specials are probably some of the best shows that we do. And over the holidays, we have more time to come up with bits and do some fun shit. So get ready for more good shit. Sorry for the self-promo. Peace.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that he used the term bits. We don't do bits. We're writers.
Sorry we begged you to tell your friends and this podcast is an hour and 50 minutes long.